How do you grow your notary business in 2025? Marketing tips and strategies that you can use. I'm going to show you guys exactly how to do that. A lot of people saw some of my results on the mobile notary business. And I'm going to break down kind of like the system type of framework type of thing that I use to get consistent clients without having to rely only on signing services. And honestly, you guys just need to follow this. If you stay to the end of this video, you'll get a better understanding of how things are. And if you have any questions, you can always put it down below. So going straight into it, this is kind of what my system looks like. I always explain this to people. I always try to make it as, straightforward as possible. And what it really is just a 3-tiered system. When it comes to your marketing strategy, it comes to your tips and how to grow your business, it's really just, for me, it's guerrilla marketing, it's SEO, organic, and it's paid. And basically, when I create this system, I just called it the Notary Hybrid System, right? The Notary Hybrid System. And I explained this deeper in another video, but just to give you guys a little example, like I said, it's going to be a 3-tiered system. So you have guerrilla marketing, SEO, and paid. So what do I mean by guerrilla marketing? I'll explain. So guerrilla marketing to me is just anything outside of the box that I can use with little to no income that can bring me in clients. So I'm like, okay, when I first created the system, I was broke and I needed a way to bring in money. And as I got more money, the ways and the tactics that I had on bringing in more clients changed, because the more money you get, the more money you're able to put back into advertising and back into your business as a whole. But when you're starting off and you have little income, or if you're working a 9-to-5, budget is tight, or if you're a stay-at-home parent and the budget is tight, but you want to make some money, you got to just do the steps that I did, because I was broke when I did it. So what I started off with was guerrilla marketing. Like I said, guerrilla marketing is anything outside of the box that you do that comes off the dome, comes off the head, that you can do to bring some money in. So when it comes to the guerrilla marketing, this would include things such as your business cards, right? This will include getting business cards. This would include getting flyers. This would include getting door hangers. I'll kind of write it out so you guys could do it. So that's like your business cards. Boop. This is going to be really messy, but you guys get the point. I'm doing this on the spot, off the dome. That's your business cards. That's going to be your flyers. That's going to be your door hangers. That's going to be using UPS as a service. I never even explained that part in the business. Flyers, door hangers. That's going to be using your virtual business cards. And the reason I created this system is because, like I said, I was broke in the past. And I was like, bro, how can I bring in some more money? Because I need to get money to pay rent. Because at that time, it was not looking too pretty. So I was like, all right, cool. If I create business cards, physical business cards, I'm always going to have something to pass out to people. Obviously, you want to have business cards. Go to your Walgreens. You could go to your CVS. You could go to your Vistaprint. You can go to your Staples. You could go to your Kinko's. Get you some business cards. One of my favorites to use was Staples, because I think I got like 100 for $10. I think it was. I think they had a deal or something at that line at that price. But if not, you can go to Vistaprint as well. Get your business cards, and what you want to do is you pair your business cards up with 2 different things, right? Number one, you pair your business cards up with the networking events. So you're going to have your networking events. We're just going to call it a network. And you pair your virtual business cards up with networking events. And you also pair these 2 things up with your jobs. So I'll explain that. So if you're dead broke, flat broke, you're just going to have to depend on your business cards and your virtual business cards. That's how you're going to have to get your word of mouth out there to grow your business. So at that point, what I'm doing is I'm meeting up with different people in different groups that are free, because I don't have any money, and I am pitching myself in every conversation. So I'm going up to people in these networking events, and you can find them using Meetup. There's a website called Meetup, and there's a website called Upwork. I'm trying to type with this mouse. It looks horrible. And you can use those 2 websites to find up business link ups. So business meetings, and what you'll tend to find there is a whole bunch of realtors. There's always a whole bunch of realtors and financial analysts and things of that sort. But it's good because that's where you come in and you can provide your services. You talk to them, and honestly, when you first start these conversations, you're not always starting off on business. Talk to them, charm them up a little bit, ask what they do. And the more you ask them questions, eventually they're going to ask what you do. And then that's where you pitch your services, let them know how you can provide value for them. So if there's a realtor, you need to know, let them know, or have some sort of pitch like, oh yeah, I can do this, and I'll also break off X amount for a commission. Doing things like that, as long as it's legal in your state. Doing things like that is easy way to make some money with notaries as a notary, and to also share that money with other people, and also bring in more consistent clients. So when I'm in these meetings and I'm talking to people, I'm pitching my business cards, and I'm pitching my virtual business cards. If you don't even have money for business cards, like $10, you could be even cheaper. You can use a virtual business card, and they have a lot of website for this one. What's the one off the top of my head? I think it's called like Pop Cards or something like that. But honestly, just type in virtual business cards. I don't remember all of them off the top of my head. But you can share these virtual business cards with people at the meeting, so they have all your information. When you share with them, they'll have your website, they'll have your name, your number, what you do, your business number, your email. All of these stuff are included in your virtual business card. So that's theory number one under guerrilla marketing. And one thing I want to explain is all these three tiers are different ways to bring in money, more money as a notary. But all of these tiers break down. So just like how guerrilla marketing breaks down into a whole bunch of different things you can do, it's the same thing for SEO. It breaks down. Same thing for paid. It breaks down. So all of these get even deeper. But I'm just giving you guys a little overview. If you want a one-on-one about this, I'll break it down and give you like a little map out. But anyways, going into that. So business cards, virtual business cards. You dead broke? Number one way to get some business. Next up, you could do flyers and door hangers. If you have a little bit more money, you can do flyers and door hangers. These flyers are kind of like party flyers. I don't know if you've ever been to like a Caribbean store, or if you've ever seen parties in your neighborhood, or if anytime you go to stores, sometimes you'll see like flyers. They're basically flyers like that you would use for parties. Back in the day when I used to throw parties, we used to use these party flyers, put them on cars so people knew where their event was. It's those type of flyers. They kind of look like an envelope turned vertically. Put your stuff on there. They stand out differently from business cards. They're a little bit bigger, easier to read, and if they're elderly people that need to see it, it's easier for them to just understand the information. You could drop these flyers off at the retirement homes. You could drop these flyers off on people's cars. You can go to office buildings and put them in people's door. If you want it, you're going to go get it. But this is what I mean by guerrilla marketing. Do things outside the box. And the same thing with door hangers. You could buy door hangers, put them on people's door. You can do that either within the office buildings. You can do that within the neighborhood. Just be safe. Just be careful. But if you really were trying to get your name out there, you can do these tactics. And one of the reasons why I love guerrilla marketing, one of the reasons why I love it is because the ROI is so high. Because, like, for example, let's say you do business cards and you pay for them and you got 100 for $10. If you pass out 100 of those business cards and you get one job, you're in the green. And remember what I taught in other videos, a little recap. You want to write down all your expenses on an Excel sheet, anything that you use in your notary business. And every time you get paid, anytime you complete a job and you get some revenue, go ahead and put it on an Excel sheet to make sure that you're staying in the green. But with guerrilla marketing, it's very easy to stay in the green because these resources right here, extremely cheap. But anyways, flyers, door hangers, you print these off. You can use a website like Vistaprint, or you can find your local print shop. You'll probably get better bang for your buck. On mine at the time, I got 5,000 flyers for $100. I had a hookup. I don't know if it's going to be the same for you, but it's paper. Like, how much are they really going to charge you? So you can do that. USPS has a service where you can make flyers. You can have your zip code, and you can pass all the flyers out in the zip code. If you guys didn't know, I owned a smoke shop with one of my fraternity brothers a while back, and we wanted to get the word out there. That's how I first discovered this. So you get the flyers. You can kind of pair these flyers with USPS, but they have to just be certain dimensions, and you can have them mail them out to different people and actually put it in their mailboxes. You guys got to do some more research on that. If you're curious and want to know more about this, which is going to cost, that's something that you could do. All right, so moving over here to organic and or organic SEO. In a nutshell, this is just basically using Google and making sure your SEO is on point. So this means when you create your website, I don't even know why I'm trying to type this out. Like, this is going horribly. I should have got my iPad. When you're trying to do this now, right? When you're trying to when you create your website or your landing page, you need to make sure that it's optimized, as cleanly as possible. If you're not sure how to do it, hire somebody. Go on Upwork, go on Fiverr, book a one-on-one with me, create some blogs, go on YouTube. There's so many different things that you can do. There's no excuse. But you need to make sure your website / landing page is optimized as much as possible. So when people are searching for notaries in your area, without you even having to run ads, it pops up by itself. So you want to make sure that you can be easily indexed within Google and people can find you. That's basically how that works. And that's basically SEO. And when it comes to the last one, paid ads. With paid ads, there's a lot of different things that you can use. You can use Google Ads. I'm just call it GA. You can use Facebook. You can use Microsoft, which is low-key called Bing. Bing is what it used to be called. And then you have the other ones like Yelp, so on and so forth. But like I said in the future, like I said in the past other videos, stay away from Yelp because y'all know how they be doing after I let y'all know. Go watch the other videos if you know you know. Yelp to me is like I don't rock with them, man. I do not like them. They just do some grimy stuff. But anyway, these are basically ways that you can grow your notary business. The how you need to do this is important. But if, like I said, if you're starting off flat broke, start off with number one, do some guerrilla marketing. If you guys need some more ideas, more tactics, let me know so I can help you attack it. But the name of the game is using the money that you get from here. Even if you're starting off flat broke, you start off virtual business cards, then you get your business cards, then you get your flyers, then you get your door hangers, then you get your USPS, and then you move over here to SEO. All right, now I got a little bit of money. I can afford some, SEO. I can afford getting a website. After you do that, boom, you move over into pay ads, and you really start hitting them. There's a method to this. Don't just do what other notaries do. I'm just going to sign up for some signing services. Oh, I'm going to sign up for SnapDocs. Like the other 10,000 notaries didn't think about doing the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're not doing this. I know this for a fact. And if they're doing it, they don't got a system for it. They don't got a system in it for it. And it's not this hybrid system. And I know it's not because I created this. I created this because I was broke. But yeah, if you guys want some help, let me know. You can book a call down below. One-on-ones, I assist with that. We'll put you in probably like a 4 to 6 week program. I'll kind of walk you through it, help you get to your first 2 to 5K plus. If you want to get some tools, there's some free notary tools down below. You can go ahead and download that. That should help you out, get some started, at least get the ball rolling. And then there's also like a paid bundle down there that gives you a lot more research sources, such as like the phone scripts that you need, the email templates that you need. I wish I had this stuff. Y'all are getting like, man, if y'all understood what I had to go through to learn, like the trial and error from these tools, like they're good. You can just take these, copy and paste it and go. When people call you, just read the script. These are the same scripts I'm using. These are literally the same scripts I'm using. So I don't know how to make it much easier for you. You just got to want it. But anyways, if you need some help, let me know. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell notification. Peace, love, and your boy Knowledge is out.